Hello everyone. Greeting of the day, myself Dr. Nagesh Sonale, PhD scholar from the ICR Central Event Research Institute. First of all, I would like to thank the International Poultry Welfare Alliance who given me the opportunity to present my the research work, and I would like to thank to the my printer also who have given me the opportunity to work on this particular research work, and we have informed about this what. Dear dignitaries, the research work which I have performed that liposome-based nano-supplementation as a strategy to enhance the broiler welfare and minimize the transit-related losses. So before going to the work, let me throw some lights on how this study evaluated. It means how it came in our mind. So first we have understood that current status of our poultry industry in India is that in India ranks in the second in the world egg production. Simultaneously, in case of meat production, India ranks as the fifth in the world, and we stand at par with the world standard in the poultry production. But still, some standards are lacking behind among the main things. That is the welfare. So these are the production charts in every years. It is continuously increasing pattern every year, it is increasing the 4.5 percentage, then 6.5 percent. So it's going on with the positive direction. So currently, the major concern is about the welfare. So if you see the welfare, especially in poultry in India, it is in books or posters somewhere under the Indian context. So I just want to mention the poultry farmer remain unaware about this all welfare. So if you see at the field situation, this is the exactly field situation is going on. So here you can see there is a compromisation of the welfare of the birds. If you can observe from these two pictures that most of the birds are picked up or uh, lifted from the production site to the slaughter places. So in that, so much welfare parameter or welfare of the bird get compromised. So initially, going to the details of our research work, initially we have started with experiment that impact the transport stress on the welfare and meat quality. Where transport, we have done the transportation of the bird with different durations such as 2, 4, 8 hours. And the result of this research work, we have found that the transportation if you are doing, then it is compromising the all the welfare parameters. So we have found that the apart from these all losses, there are also some economic losses are there, and because of that uh, bird will suffer a lot, and these transport stress, we found a significant losses in case of the carcass traits, particularly shrinkage losses in case of the bull's body weight. After understanding all this, we have done one further, we have moved to the further studies. Uh, we have done one pilot study, and in that study, we have planned to continue the research for further. We have planned to develop an anti-stress product which will include betaine, vitamin C, aspirin, and glucose. And this we have prepared according to the standard requirement of the birds. And we have prepared this as a sachet, and these we have given the supplementation. Uh, in the pilot study, we have given the different hours. In that, we have found that if you are giving the supplementation of this anti-stressor package at the 4.2 gram per liter at the storage of at the bird stored at environmental temperature of 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, it reduced the various parameters such as corticosteroid HL ratio, and improved the different welfare parameters such as runway taste, gait pattern, along with the decreased in the reduction in the carcass weight. After this all experiment, we have decided to prepare with the same with the same formulations for liposome preparation, and we have done the various characterization for the preparation of the liposome. After preparation of the liposome, we have supplemented this liposome to the birds. Then um, the liposome supplemented birds we have transported for the 8 hours, 8 hour. And after that, we have checked the various parameters, and we found there was a better result, improved result in case of the in case of the gut health also, and in case of the body parameters, production parameter. If you see the result, the production parameter, we found that if you compare with the control group, the liposome supplemented group, we found there was a significant reduced carcass weight after transportations. So here we found there was a significantly better body weight in those birds which were supplemented with the liposome. In case of the welfare parameter, that also we found there was a significantly better value those birds which were supplemented with liposome, particularly 25 ml per liter. In case of carcass characteristics, we did not found any significant difference with the parameters such as weight after transportation, deep lead, wing, breast, thigh, back, hair, leg, and neck. But there was a significant difference in the dressed weight, so dressing percentage, those were which were supplemented with the liposome. In case of meat quality parameter, there was not any significant difference in case of the drip loss, ERV, water holding capacity, but there was significant difference in the pH quality in those treatment group which were supplemented with the liposome. Similarly, we have seen the meat-bone ratio also. In meat-bone ratio, we found there was a better result those birds which were supplemented with the liposome. In case of the serum biochemical parameter, we found there was the significantly better value in case of the liposome supplemented treatment group, and particularly a T2 group, we found the better result compared to all other treatment groups. In case of intestinal histomorphology, we found that villi length also given the positive response after supplementation of the liposome, and in that we found the better result, particularly T2 treatment group followed by T3 and T4. In case of VHL ratio and corticosterone, we found there was a slight significant difference in case of the treatment group T2, T3 and T4 compared to the control group. These are the histomorphological findings of the various treatment groups, birds intestinal villi length. At the end, uh, we have calculated the cost economics also, and in this we found that if you are supplementing the liposome at the dose rate of 25 ml per liter, we can reduce up to 3 rupees per bird. So overall, you can get the profitability. We can profitability as well as we can reduce the different welfare. We can focus better way on the different welfare parameters. So the conclusion from this my presentation is that based on these parameters like production loss, meat quality, blood profile, carcass stress, overall welfare parameter, we can confirm that the liposome supplementation can serve as a effective alternatives to reducing the shrinkage loss. And from this recommendation, I can recommend that if you're supplementing at the dose rate of the 25 ml, it can be the effective option for the transport says broiler bird for reducing the shrinkage loss. So the practical utility will you can save the shrinkage losses of the 3.2 percentage. And this product we have registered for the patent. So output of study is that initially we have done the 4 hours transport, there was no loss, and after that understanding the birds loss shrinkage losses during the transportation, we have prepared one anti-stressor formulation, and through that we have focused on preparation of the liposome-based nano-supplementation. We found there was a significantly better result in both in carry comfort also and in liposome-based nano-supplementation also. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity for this award.